There's many different types of agents. There's niche or pre-built agents that might help you develop code or help with your marketing automation, or something like ChatGPT research that help you with a specific thing. And then there's different other ways that allow you and your organization to build your own agents. Commonly, there's two types of different ways to build agents. There's agent platforms, and to those we count things like AWS Bedrock, for example, which is Amazon's version of building agents in a managed service. And there's something like Google Cloud Platform's Vertex AI, which also provides different ways of building AI agents inside of the Google ecosystem. And there's also things like Azure AI Foundry that allows you to also build agents in the Microsoft ecosystem. Now, there's also agent frameworks, which are typically more developer-friendly, agnostic, code-first sort of frameworks. And a very popular one is LangChain. There's also other parts of the LangChain family, like LangGraph and LangSmith, to organize your agents and do monitoring and so forth. There's something called Crew.ai, which is quite popular, which is very much focused on how multiple agents can communicate together. And then there's something from Microsoft called AutoGen. Now, similarly, between those two types of agent building solutions, what is very common is that there's ways to interact with LLM models for those different agents. Can have multiple, typically places like Bedrock and Vertex and Azure allows you to select which hosted model those agents should be conversing with. Typically also there's some sort of tool integration, so it becomes more seamless to determine what different actions and access the different agents running in those platforms and frameworks have access to. Typically what you find is that the agent platforms, you have things like lambdas, functions, etc. that is integrated into those agent platforms that make it easy to invoke different services. And with the frameworks, you find a lot of open source plugins that allows those agents built in those frameworks to easily interact with the world. Now, typically, what also is part of these various platforms is orchestration. How can agents not only interact with LLMs and tools, but other agents within the framework or within the platform? And there's also things like allowing you to easily test out your agent by using prompts, seeing how the agent reacts based on different kind of interactions that you have with it and so forth. Now, I'm not going to go into any advantages and differences more in that than those platforms and framework concepts.